8 videos to Madiera. Welcome back to the video diary. This has been a while. It's definitely been a while since we were online here and giving updates. Yeah, what a difference a night can make. I'll be talking in this segment about planning for winter training and competition. I've got a training update from tonight as well, and yeah, reflections on a good kind of post training debrief, just chilling out and getting some time with Conrad, the other senior athlete who I haven't really had a time to talk properly with after training competitions, but we did a bit of training session tonight and went for a sauna after, and yeah, just feels so much better, so much more positive. So what's been happening recently? So for those of you that have been living under a rock and not been following this massively popular video series, I've essentially, 35-year-old, now masters athlete, returning to try and get back to the form of my life, break new ground, and set new personal bests in athletics in my chosen field of decathlon. I've come up against some major roadblocks, the two big ones being major work stress, which hasn't really got any better, and subsequent issues with sleep, and now injury as well in the form of knee injury that really stops me running hard, and yes, a source of ongoing pain day to day as well. So understandably that can make things difficult to then perform at your very best, and with international competition coming up. So we're training for the European Masters Athletics Championships in Madiera, 8th and 9th of October. I got an email today from the British Masters Association saying that is me now cleared to compete. I still need to get my strip. I need to order that, but that's me cleared to compete for the UK in the V35 age category, so 35 and older. I'm now the baby of the outfit in many ways, which is quite nice. The work side of things is just difficult. It's definitely affecting my sleep and general well-being. I had an appointment with my GP. It was actually the nurse practitioner, and about my sleep. And I don't mind talking about it because there's not too much to talk about. That's sensitive information, but obviously saying that this is not going very well. And when he asked, "Hey, so what have you been trying yourself for it?" I kind of listed about 20 different things, and he was like, "Yeah, that's all really good." The only thing he was saying was about not napping, which I agree is not good, especially after a certain time in the day, because it can make it difficult to fall asleep at night and kind of disrupt your circadian rhythm. I do think healthy napping early in the day is a healthy part of summer life when the days are longer. But we can agree to differ on that, and yeah, I'm going to try and take that on board and try and nap less, particularly later in the day. But yeah, I mean, it was a bit like, yeah, this is a difficult situation, and hopefully things will get better when I'm changing job, which I will do in 3 weeks' time. So that's a bit of a health update. The knees continue to be bad. I went and done like a easy kind of sprint drills, a bit of a run out, like a 300-meter around the track on Tuesday, and felt pretty sore after it on the knee. So tonight I was just doing throws, so the javelin, the discus, and the shot put, and yeah, really tired after a long day in the operating theatre. Went home, had a nap, came out, and then you're kind of a bit bleary eyed. I was actually in the cage, in the discus cage, and I kind of tottered a little bit because I was still a bit tired. But yeah, really good. The javelin was throwing well. I'm now throwing out beyond 25 metres. In the last couple of months, I've added 5 metres to my kind of training PBs. The javelin's sticking in the ground now. I'm getting it over my head. I feel like I now start to get some of the strength that I have behind the javelin. So yeah, the young guys that are going and doing the training, they're not very strong, but they're technically very good because they've been doing this stuff for years and they've been working at it, and the bigger they get, the further they can throw. Whereas I'm bringing a lot of strength and power to the table, but really bad technique, and I can't really get my weight behind it, if you like. So that's been really good. And yeah, there's just a few throws where like each subsequent throw was like a new, like half a meter or a meter further than the one before, and they were all would have been PBs, all of them. So really positive, and I just need some positivity. I just need some wins. I really do. So that was really positive. Then moved on to the discus. Again, we're still putting together the discus, but I'm throwing over 20 meters with a full 360-degree turn. So, well, it's not really a 360-degree. It's like a 480. Is that right? Half of 360 is a 180. It's like a 520-degree turn or something like that. It's like a turn and a half. So again, positive. Only had half an hour with that. Didn't quite get as far as I wanted to. I wanted to get a kind of clear PB there as well, really. But I'll have time to focus a bit more on discus next week. And I've got a competition for discus in 2 days' time, so we'll see what we bring out of the hat then. But yeah, some good from the standing throws in the discus. There was one point I went out to get my discs back, because you've got these kind of channels that you're throwing in, and you're like, right, is that my disc, or is that my disc, or oh, that one's too small, it's a lady's disc, and then you kind of find yours. And I was looking for my disc, couldn't find them, and they're actually all going out beyond the 30-metre line, because obviously they bounce where I throw them in, and then they go another kind of 5 metres or so like that. Sometimes 10 metres depending on how they land. But I'm normally looking within the kind of 20 to 30 zone, because I'm only throwing like 20 metres or less. But now I'm throwing them out beyond the 20 metres, and they're really bouncing further. And I'm like, right, okay, this is. So just that little thing, seeing that progression. Again, with the shot put, we do these kind of drills where you take the ball and you throw it over your head, just completely linear. It's not kind of over your shoulder. And yeah, threw that over 10 metres for the first time in that drill. So normally you'd throw like a metre maybe beyond what you could normally do, but it's the first time I'd ever thrown that, which again, part of that's technique, but yeah, part of it's just getting that connection. So again, positives to take there. I really should be throwing a personal best this weekend in the shot put if I'm able to connect. I've got a new strap for the wrist. I'm going to rest up for the next couple of days. So yeah, I did that the last shot training with Conrad, really helpful. Some of the cues he was giving me, we both videoed each other. I got to compare what I was doing to what he was doing. Some stuff I kind of simplified down a little bit. So yeah, these throws are only 3 out of the 10 events. So again, I want to be PBing across all of them, and in each of them they're not quite there. I want to get to the Masters merit standard for each of these. So for the shot, that's 10 metres and 30 centimetres. For the javelin, that's 40 metres and half a metre, 40.5 metres. And for the discus, I think it's like 30 or thereabouts. So I'm getting pretty close with the shot. Getting close to the Masters merit standard. With the javelin, really not quite there, but it's coming on the fastest out of all of them. It is my worst event out of all of them, but it's coming on the fastest. And with the disc, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the discus. And we're part of a rebuild. We're putting together the turn, and yeah, one of the other senior athletes was saying how yeah, don't try and put more power into the shot. This is just about getting it right, and if you can connect, it's just going to go further. So we're trusting that process. So yeah, really good sauna session here at the Lion's Den. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. A little kind of, it's not quite a community sauna, but it's got a community feel to it, and yeah, a really nice little niche in the heart of Norwich. I hope to come here at least once more before I leave. Now my time actually in Norwich is coming to an end, so that's quite sad, because I mean the athletics club here has just been great, and I'll always remember this as the place that I got back into athletics. So yeah, Conrad, he's had some disappointment this year as well. First senior competition, scoring over 7 over 7,000. He's someone who was the national under-20 champion when he was on the cusp of the senior. So he's easily one of the best in the country, and he's already got a scholarship offer for a top tier American university in Division One. But he's had really bad injury this summer, hamstring, that's basically stopped him competing, and he's just been rehabbing all summer. So that's been really good to actually go down to the gym in the evenings and you just see him around doing his stuff, and I'm like, how it can happen to the best of us. And also, some of the academic requirements he didn't quite make for this year, and he's going to have to do another whole year just to tidy up some smaller things. And so he's had some extra, I was going to say extracurricular, but like extra athletic things going on, like myself, that's then inhibited his athletics progression. So good to talk around some of that, and just find out how he's breaking up the winter and the winter training and different stuff like that. Really good just to pick his brain about how to build some stuff, and really, really helpful that he's actually gone through this same injury with the knee as well. Very similar symptoms. Pain in the knee, holding in a flex position, particularly for a long time. Pain that comes on after intense competition. It really fits with it's known as a jumping knee as well. It fits with this jumper's knee, the Hoffa's fat pad syndrome, Hoffa's fat pad impingement. I suppose that's a syndrome. So it wasn't the emotional catharsis of the conversation that was really important. Good though that is, it's really that's not held him back from competing. It's been there in the background. It's not gone anywhere. He's working around it. He's doing some isometrics in the gym. We're talking about some of that that's really helped him. Some of the strapping and stuff that he's found helpful. And it's not held him back from competing. So really, really reassuring that even if this continues to be a problem, I can work around it and still do okay, and even some stuff that could make it better. So yeah, my whole body's nervous system's just gone down a couple of notches after that. I'm like, right, actually this is doable. So that's where we're at. A couple of days ago we messaged the Kent Combined Event Championships organisers that I wasn't going to be there this weekend. I've got a shot in discus competition this Saturday. I'm really looking forward to. I'm not going to be competing in the pole vault. Much needed though that progression the pole vault is, and getting some quick wins in there and seeing some progress hopefully. So that's what's going on there. Getting close to Madiera. We've got eight more videos to go. Obviously we've kind of not messed up, but we've mixed up the rhythm there with the videos. So hopefully every twice a week between now and then we can do more videos after each big training session. It's going to be tricky getting in the training and the coaching. So I've only got a week left in Norwich, and then I've got 3 weeks before Madiera. So the last week's going to be not much at all. The week before competition and the week in Norwich, I'm going to get the most out of it as I possibly can. The 2 weeks in between, well, I can do some track work by myself. I plan to go to maybe Stevenage, St Albans athletics clubs that I'm going to be working near next year, next academic year, or this coming academic year, and try out their athletics clubs that will give me a bit of training as well. And also just relying on the private coaching as well. Hopefully with Grant, I'll get another session with him on the high jump and long jump just to solidify some of that. So them's are the updates. Madiera, we're still coming for you. I'm not out yet. I'm not going to get too cocky about that. There's a chance that in the week before Madiera I'm just not in great shape, and there might even be a difficult decision to be made about going out and going to compete and knowing that I'm only going to do the first couple of events and just get a couple of marks in maybe just doing like the first day or something like that, and I know that I'm not going to make it through to the end of the day and just see how far I get. That's very possible. Um, this weekend I'm just going to put the flights anyway and just be like, right, well, um, I'm going to go out there, and if I'm not fit enough, I'm just going to go and watch it, which would be very hard. But hopefully having maybe a friend or a family member there that's going to come support me anyway. That all the two of us or the three of us can go and just enjoy a holiday for a few days. But neither are we out. Neither are we out cold. So let's stick in there. Speak soon.